Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Chad with CD Shave, and thank you very much for joining me on this lovely, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous day. Today we are outside, and today we are going to be doing my seven sins of wet shaving. A little bit of construction going on outside my place, and I figured it would be nice to enjoy the lovely weather outside and do it out here. We are at Stark Park here in Manchester, New Hampshire. I'm actually sitting in front of a bench that was donated by the Friends of Stark Park in memory of Officer Michael Briggs that was killed in the line of duty. So thank you, sir, for your service. Anyway, so without further delay, let's get on with the topic, shall we? Let's talk about the my seven sins of wet shaving. So today we're going to be talking about greed, first and foremost, right? Greed, the most and least expensive wet shaving gear you have. Well, the most expensive in my shaving den would be the Mule R41. It is one of my favorite razors, and that razor I have seen go anywhere between $60 and $70. So that's the most expensive piece of equipment I have in my shave den. The least expensive equipment I have in my shave den would be the styptic pencil. I think everybody has one of these. This cost me all of $1.25. And you know, I had one of these when I first started. I used it a bunch of times, and then I threw it away and bought a new one. And I ended up giving that away, along with some other gear, to somebody to get them started into wet shaving. As soon as I did, I cut the shit out of myself in the next shaving experience I had. And so I bought another one. Didn't touch it for a while. It didn't even break it out. Again, put it together with some stuff, gave it to a friend of mine to start him off in wet shaving. The next day, straight razor shaved and hacked my ear. So I always keep one of these. Haven't really had to use this one. This one's actually still brand new, but I always keep it because, as far as I'm concerned, there's something there that keeps myself from cutting my own skin whenever I have it in my den. So that would be greed. Going to the next one would be wrath. Product that I love and a product that I hate. Well, I absolutely love Sterling's Sandpiper. A lot of you probably know this. This is a fantastic shave soap. I actually love the entire line that they have with this stuff. To me, it smells like nothing else. It's got a nice cologne-y scent to it. I absolutely love this, and will always have a spot in my shaving den for that. Product that I hate: Hagin Safety Razor DE blades. These are what I call pinch blades. These are what you use in an absolute pinch, like you have nothing else, and for some reason you can't find any of your kitchen knives to shave with. You can use these things here. I don't like these. I don't think they work very well, but I keep them if I have to travel with, because then I don't give a crap if they disappear. Anyway, Hagin also makes a shave soap that I can't stand, that I don't have because I don't like it. And it makes, in my opinion, a better coaster than it does a shaving soap. So, all right, moving on. Gluttony. 3 products that I find absolutely delicious. Let's start with Kirsch Bourbon. Kirsch Bourbon is a shave soap that was made by Vanillé exclusively for the club. This stuff smells a bit, actually not a bit, a lot like a cherry cordial to me. Makes me want to open up a box of chocolates and go nuts on that. So that would be that. The second one would be Sterling's Margaritas in the Arctic. Not because of you might think. I don't like the smell of this in the scent that it makes me think of margaritas. For me, it reminds me of smelling, it smells like Sour Patch Kids, and I love those things. So, yeah, this stuff makes me want to dive into a bag of those. And last but not least, this may surprise some of you, is Katie's Bubbles Connecticut Shade. Now, this to me, I understand, you know, it's supposed to have a tobacco type of scent to it, where a lot of people seem to pick up the tobacco on it. I mean, it's made with sweet tobacco, as you can see it here. But for me, when I smell it, the first and foremost thing that I get out of this is chocolate. That's what I smell, chocolate. And it makes me think of brownies and makes me want to have brownies. So as weird as that sounds, that's what it does for me. But to each their own, right? All right. Next, we have sloth. What products do I neglect the most in my shave den? That would have to go to my poor alum block. This thing is just, I mean, you can see it's chipped, it's broken. I got pieces that came off of it. I've dropped this thing. I never dry it off enough when I put it away. I have forgotten about it and left it in a puddle. Came home and just the whole bottom of it was all charred and bumpy and just destroyed from sitting in the water. So I definitely could take care of that a little bit better. Now let's talk about pride. I think maybe the most prideful thing I have in my shave den would have to be my shaving display plaque that I have in the background that was made for me. I use that to display a lot of my razors on. I like the way it looks. It's something that I'm pretty proud of. I didn't make it, but I do like to have it there, and I like it quite a bit. So that would have to be the thing that I'm proud of the most. Let's see, lust. What product do I want the most, but I don't have in my shaving den? Well, that's going to have to go to Castle Forbes Sandalwood Cedarwood shave soap. I had a sample of that, which I absolutely loved, and that's the problem is that stuff is just so expensive, and it's just not something I've been able to land anytime recently. But I really, really like that product a lot. It smells excellent. I love it. When I had that sample, I mean that disappeared faster than a cat in front of a Chinese food restaurant. So I mean, it was just, that stuff is great. That would be lust for me. Envy. Don't think I've missed any. I'll go back and check anyway. But envy, you know, somebody that I would envy in the wet shaving world, I'd have to say would be Jason Rudman. Why, you say? That guy has a nose like a bloodhound. Okay, he can take any shave soap, smell it, and he can tell you what's in it right off the bat. I don't know how he does that, or at least seemingly anyway. I wish I could do that. I'll show you a picture of Jason. Here we are, right here. That's not Jason. All right, I'm just kidding. All right, here we are. There is the boy right there, Mr. Rudman. Incidentally, finding a picture of that guy with a smile is a bit like finding a leprechaun. That's much better. All right. Okay, so that's Mr. Rudman. But anyway, so yeah, that's a gentleman that I would say I envy because of his nose. He's got a good nose, and he's very knowledgeable. Has a lot of information to go through or to give you if you ever have any questions on anything. So I believe I covered everything. So that would be my 7 sins of wet shaving. If you guys have any questions, or if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as always. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to put it in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe already. But make sure you knock the bell. That way you get a notification every time we do a new video here at CD Shavin'. Folks, thank you very much for joining me. I am Chad, and we'll see you guys in the next